everyone, a very warm welcome to today's Sprintex Term 2 session where we will be dealing with two very important topics, the proposal, which is from your literature, and determiners from the grammar part. So I hope you guys are super ready and super excited to kickstart your Term 2 preparation with Sprintex, the best revision series, with me, your English master teacher Sweta Roy. So let's begin with our preparation without further delay. This is going to be the session flow. We would have first, the 1 mark questions from the grammar topic, and then followed by 2 marks and 4 marks questions just as it comes in your sample paper. As it has come in your sample paper, and we are expecting the same pattern in our Term 2 exams. And please do remember, this time Term 2 is subjective. So we need to brace ourselves and we need to practice writing our answers, framing our answers. I hope these sessions would help you in doing that. So are you guys excited? I want full participation from you in this particular session. All your inputs should come in the chat box, and please do not forget to post your homework answers in the comment section. And before I begin, do give us a big thumbs up and do not forget to share this video amongst your friends. We'll begin with a very motivational quote, as we always do. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. All of you are meant to be successful, guys. So what you need to do right now is making those small efforts, which is going to sum up and it is going to lead you to the path of success. Do you agree with me? If yes, give me a quick thumbs up in the chat. And with that, let's begin with the topic, glimpses of, proposal and determiners. So we have already completed glimpses of India, tenses, Madam rides the bus, modals, sermon at Banaras, and subject verb concord. So now in today's session, what we will do, we'll be completing the proposal and determiners, and our schedule is till 30th of March. Okay, so please do not miss out any of these sessions. And this is for your physics. I hope by now you're already thorough with all the schedules. If not, please take a screenshot, guys. And without further delay, let's move ahead with the topic of determiners. The first question is right there on your screens. I want your answers in the chat. He had built dash unique house. You have to put the suitable determiners. You have to fill in the blank with the suitable determiner. A hint for you guys, over here the determiner is an article. Okay, so which article should fit in? Come on, the answers should come in the chat. The chat flow should not stop at all. Yes, a unique. Always remember the sound. When do we use vowel? When do we use a? It's used before consonant sound. So unique, although it begins with a vowel letter, but the sound that it produces is that of consonant. So always remember how is it pronounced. Okay. So if you have umbrella, see, umbrella and unique, both of them are beginning with the same vowel letter U, but both have different pronunciation, right? So that therefore, depending on the pronunciation, so this has a vowel pronunciation, right? And this has a consonant pronunciation, although both the words begin with the vowel letter U, right? So before a vowel pronunciation, we always use an, and before consonant pronunciation or sound, we will use a. Next, fill in the blanks with suitable determiners. I drive 10 kilometers dash day to reach my school. A hint for you guys, fill in the blank with a distributive determiner. That's the hint. What do you think would be the answer? Okay, let's check the answers, guys. It is every day. You drive 10 kilometers every day to reach your school, right? That would be the correct answer. Those of you who've got all the answers correct so far, give me a quick high five. Let's move to the next question. Dash of my answers were correct, so I passed. Quantifier. Hint for you. Let's have a look at the answer. Most of my answers were correct, so I passed. And with that, we have completed with the first section, the grammar section. How many of you have scored full marks, 100% marks in the grammar section for today's session? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay? And now we will move to the literature part. We'll begin with 2-mark questions. I want all your inputs for each of the answers in the chat. Okay? So let's get started with the first question. The Lomovs and the Shubukovs have always had the most friendly and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. How would you evaluate Lomov and Shubukov's relationship as neighbors? What do you think? Any inputs from your end? How would you evaluate Lomov and Shubukov's relationship as neighbors? Very, very simple. According to the given statement, they had a cordial relationship. As you can see here, the Lomovs and the Shubukovs have always had the most friendly and most affectionate regard. So obviously, these words, friendly and affectionate, suggest that they have a cordial relationship. But all of these were pretensions, right? They were pretending to be polite and respectful towards each other. But in reality, what we saw, they considered themselves superior to each other, and that superiority complex led to the fight and the hurling of abuses, right? They despised each other to the extent that they laughed upon each other's family members by calling funny names, and they made fun of them by various ways. They abused each other, insulted each other, humiliated each other. Okay? Next is, do you think Shubukov is a good father? Justify your opinion. So Shubukov's characteristic sketch, but the point is also mentioned as a father. Okay, so you just have to evaluate 1 point of his characteristic feature. Very simple question. 2-mark question. Very, very simple. He is definitely a good father, ready to sacrifice, ready to do anything for his daughter's will. He had an argument with Lomov, if you remember. So when you're saying that he's ready to do anything for his daughter's will, obviously you have to justify that with the help of the instance or the example from the text. So which example are you supposed to give? The argument with Lomov, where he took the stand for his daughter. He took the side of his daughter, of course, but then he forgets everything when his daughter cries and asks him. Remember, it was his daughter for which he was taking stand for his daughter, but then the daughter changed her mind immediately when she came to know that it was that Lomov had come to propose to her. So then she forgets, and then she started wailing and asked her father to bring him back, and then he was ready to even do that. So ready to bring that very person back whom he had thrown away, whom he had driven out of the house, and who had also insulted him in return, right? So he's ready to get her daughter married to a man of her choice. Of course, now her choice is a big question mark here. We all know that Natalia is also, under normal circumstances, she would not have chosen Lomov by her choice because of the fight, because they do not get along each other, but because of the fear of not getting married, of losing out a prospective groom, which is ingrained upon her, Lomov becomes her choice, and Shubukov becomes her choice, and Lomov is ready to bring back Shubukov only because of his daughter. So he also feels the burden of, you can also add this, of being the father of a grown-up daughter. grown-up daughter who is of a marriageable age, right? So that is also something which you need to write here. Okay. Right, so I hope you have understood till here. We have almost reached to the end of the 2-mark questions, and now we'll move ahead with the 4-mark questions and the value-based questions. If you are enjoying the session with us, guys, you are free to get yourselves enrolled. The link is right there in the description box. We have 3 types of plans, Light, Classic and Plus, and you have amazing discount going on right now. If you apply the coupon code SWRE Pro1, this is the code. So please do not forget to apply this code. The link is right there in the description box. And now we'll move ahead with the 4-mark questions from the play proposal. Neighbors must have a cordial relationship which Lomov and Natalia do not have. You have to describe the first fight between them. Pretty simple, direct question. Okay, so basically, Lomov and Natalia meet rather than proposing. If you remember, obviously, Lomov had that very bad habit of going about the bush and not coming straight to the point. So he tells her, he beats around the bush and he tells her how he inherited the land, how he respects her father. He also tells Natalia that his oxen meadows touch Natalia's birchwood. On hearing this, Natalia says that oxen meadows are not Lomov's but theirs, and this is the cause of argument. Okay, Lomov clarifies about his stance, of course, but Natalia again insists that the oxen meadows are there. So the initial fight and the argument is because of that piece of land, right? And then both of them, they give their argument. You have to talk about that argument, which is already mentioned here. Natalia's father comes and now he takes the daughter's side, of course, and there is a heated argument, and that also resort to name calling, hurling abuses, insults. After some time, Lomov is forced to leave the house. Okay, so this is the detailed description of the first argument between Natalia and Lomov. Also talk about the fact that the justification from both the angles, Lomov as well as Natalia's, right? The final question that we have for today's session, the principle of forgive and forget maintains a cordial relationship. Do you think this is the message of the play? So the theme and the message of the play can be asked in any form. It could be asked like a direct question, or it could be asked in this manner, or any other any other type of question. But the main thing is you have to understand the message of the play. So here you have to basically talk about the message of forgiving and forgetting and maintaining a cordial relationship. Of course, Natalia, Lomov, Shubukov, they do not fall into this category of maintaining a cordial relationship because they always quarrel over petty issues, and they were putting important issues behind and wasting their time over petty things, small fights, trivial matters. These arguments slowly developed into fights, hurling abuses, and that damaged the relationship. It was when Natalia came to know that Lomov had come to propose her that she left. Only when she came to know about the proposal that she left the argument. But then what happened? One argument was left behind, but then the next argument started, and it was related to even more trivial issue of the breed of dog, right? So she also asked for forgiveness from Lomov. So this is this is very important to forgive and forget if we want to have a cordial relationship. So that is the message of this. I mean, one of the themes of the play, the principle of forgiving and forgetting, which is very, very applicable in today's life. If we want to live peacefully, if we want to we need to have a cordial relationship with our neighbors, and in order to do that, we need to sometimes forgive and forget, right, guys? So I hope you have understood the entire play. I hope you've gone through the analysis of the play, which we have already done in our sessions. If not, if you did not go through it, please go through it. and we have completed the 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions as well as 4 mark questions. Please practice framing your answers. Here you go with the homework question. When Natalia comes to meet Lomo, she quotes her father's words, and Papa said, "Go, there's a merchant come for his goods." Okay, what do you think Shubukov meant? Think about it. And please do let us know your answers, your inputs in the homework question. Till then, guys, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. We'll see you very soon. Do not forget to stay tuned because the next session is going to be on Amanda and reported speech. If you've missed out the previous session on the sermon at Banaras and subject verb concord, please go through it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. See you.